Last we left off was crazy, man. They all just got sucked away. That doctor did the portal.
Yeah, don't worry.
Roy was about to commit the transgression.
We're at the point of this series where I have literally no idea what could possibly happen.
That's a sick picture, man.
Don't worry, we saw the comments saying that the fight was way faster in the manga.
And also don't worry, we saw the comments saying to watch the post-credit scene at the end of the series.
Dude,
That's really a big one.
That comment killed me. On Patreon, he's like, well, the reason that Roy didn't use his flame alchemy was he, and he knows it.
Just stop.
Well, we are on some we are cooking. We end on how many episodes do we have left? What episode is this?
60. We have 5 episodes left, right?
What?
What? No way.
5 episodes left.
Oh wait, I saw a comment that says this like 61 through 64 like has to be together.
Dude, I forgot how sad this was.
He has to save her.
Don't sacrifice everything.
Animation is unreal.
Good. I knew you'd see a reason.
Fullmetal never pulled a Naruto before like this.
What?
Wait, what?
You seem to have no trouble treating these men as your sacrificial pawns. These men are more than happy to lay down their lives for me. I gave them a reason to keep on living. I infused their very existence with purpose. What do you do?
What?
Finished.
Freaking Bradley himself.
Oh yeah, we're great.
Oh nice.
All right, let me show you just how grateful we are. No, wait, just listen to me.
I never thought he would show up to this.
Oh, she can heal him.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, now he uses his flame. How ironic. Now the
Because
guy's
there's
not
less of them,
fast
isn't
enough. Now the fight's not quick enough. Dude, the Chimeras are so
You
clutch.
all right?
Yeah, they've been unreal.
Oh my F! Just grab it!
God. I bet the cat's gonna clutch up.
She's reciting right now? Oh, okay.
Wow, I thought she was getting the stone to help her, not.
Too.
I've stopped the bleeding for now.
They always just call
I
it a
was
cat.
calling a cat, but when you just called it a cat, I was like, wait,
It's
is
just
this
like
like
a run through
crazy?
the
Dude,
liver.
just with the time.
And besides,
Oh!
I know that glare means use human
What if he cauterized
transmutation,
your neck?
and they'll shoot you.
Jax is
I love
cauterized
that
his neck.
Bradley?
No way.
Oh! Of course.
Is he gonna heal
His
himself
eyes
with
gone,
it?
though.
Oh my
He use
god.
alchemy?
Yeah, snap him!
Sir,
Holy
I'm
shit.
afraid I'd be lying if I said you were looking as good as ever.
Of course, man. It has to be broken.
Frick, did he use the most breath for that?
Every time. That was me, dude. Those things are sealed shut with vibranium, and I drowned.
Knowing that weakling's heart of yours, I thought if someone dear to you fell, you would do anything to save her. And here I was under the impression you were all pathetic creatures who could never learn a lesson properly. What's wrong?
He's under us. Their leader's still down there somewhere.
No! You're not going anywhere.
The spit lasso thing was crazy.
Bradley already cut his tongue, bro. Dude,
Careful.
Bradley's insane. Maybe it wasn't
Celine!
Bradley.
Pretty crazy. This gets wrapped up in 5 episodes.
Yeah.
So wild.
Snap, Roy, get snapping.
Oh my god. Gosh. Holy.
Dang, bro.
Dude, don't let him get that Philosopher's Stone. No way. Oh, they're sacrificing him.
Mustang.
I bet if he had his precision flame, though, it'd be way better.
It looks like the eclipse
It
has
seems
begun.
like the guys with like really good
This guy
philosophy.
How'd that guy just stare at the sun?
I was really
Oh, they're
hoping
using that guy to
not
open the
resort
portal.
to this, but there is no choice. We have run out of time now.
As I said, it doesn't matter if you want to. Pride has just assimilated an alchemist who possesses knowledge of human transmutation.
He just
I
died.
wonder, what will be taken from you in exchange, Mustang?
His hands would be crazy.
The transmutation's complete.
Ew.
That's the old guy with the glasses. Although, I can't vouch for his physical well-being.
Who among you would care for the illustrious honor of taking down the Führer of a mistress?
I don't think we can beat him even when he's in this shape. Right there. Beneath the hole in the ceiling. So I'm guessing Bradley doesn't want us to go down there either. So that's the center.
Trying to destroy the
Scar,
floor.
yeah, use some freaking alchemy, man.
We still know nothing about Truth. It pisses me off.
It's weird. He did human transmutation in the body.
Dude, what happened to him? What do you think he had to give up?
I brought him
what?
to you. He's our fifth.
What the hell happened to you? I wish we could say that makes all 5 of the required sacrifices. Where are
Dude, is it gonna be something crazy?
What if he can't see or something?
Oh, that would suck.
Bearded guy's hideout. Now what happened? What did they do to you? But your arms and legs are still here.
Fullmetal.
Oh, he's
I
blind.
don't know how you can expect to see my condition when it's this dark in
Oh
here.
my
No
God.
way.
That's like, wow, that's crazy.
That was worthless.
Where are the lights?
Yeah, he literally is worthless. Can take like anything.
I think him and everyone else can get their bodies restored.
We found your abilities to be quite problematic in the past.
You performed it. Human transmutation.
Of course not.
That's true,
basically,
he
like,
didn't.
they basically
We had to
forced
force
him
him to
into
open the portal. No more
So who's gonna want to play
problems
alchemy in this place? And someone's
The
got to.
truth can be such a cruel thing.
Hawkeye.
The 2 brothers who wanted to feel their mother's warmth once more. The other lost his entire body to have it replaced by a suit of armor that could feel nothing. The woman
So
had
tough.
the man who looked to change his nation had his eyesight taken from him. Humans
Dude,
who
if
would
you were
dare
all of
to
a sudden
thank God
blind-
must pay a steep price for their error. That is truth.
I don't think so! But to force someone to participate in human transmutation against his will and then steal his eyesight, you think that's justified?
Something out of nowhere has to happen. Something crazy has to happen.
Kill me.
That would be crazy.
What you really
Scar with a
need.
Philosopher's Stone would be wild.
I have none. I lived it.
It's almost poetic. 2 nameless men fighting to the death.
They both have 4 hairs poking out of their.
Oh my god. Oh, dang. So epic.
He's the one who's behind all of this.
Oh shit.
Thank you.
What happened to you?
He's a genius.
I don't know. I can't get him to wake up.
Al has to.
Like,
He's
Ed
the only
was
one.
so genius smart, and
I don't
now
think
he-
Al
like,
told him about this. I don't think Al told him that he's been like in between.
I've waited a long time.
Weird, is it like normal?
Come home, Al.
Normal body kind of sounds older.
Nah, it's too good to be true. Oh, did he just consent?
It's all you can do just to stand up. I can't fight in a body like this, but everyone else is fighting. Long time, all I've thought about is getting my body back. I can't come back to you. You want to go back there? You want to go back in that body? Then I won't stop you.
Can we go in there with him?
Dude, Al's goated for this.
Yeah, giving up his body
That's
is great.
great for me, possibly forever.
I'll be back. Just wait a little longer. I swear I'll be back.
Al, are you alright? Al!
Just leaving the blind guy.
Teacher, my valiant, noble soul.
Is Truth gonna be like
Vessel,
moved?
I am very proud of you. But with your selfless return,
And now, all 5 are here.
That's a great cliffhanger for like the end of the. That's a great cliffhanger for the end of the series
That's
for us.
crazy.
We're just gonna cook all
I can't
4.
believe he just gave
Holy
up his body
cow.
like that.
I know.
That's
He'll get it,
crazy.
man. He'll get it. He'll
Maybe-
get his body.
it
I
makes
think they'll
sense.
all. I think they'll all be restored.
What about
I
Roy?
hope so, so that Roy can be the freaking Führer of a mistress.
He lost his
Yeah,
freaking
I think that
eyesight.
it will all.
I
Come
can't believe I was
together.
like, what if he's blind and then he's blind?
That was the
Dude,
worst
that
thing
was
he
a
could have
crazy
lost.
call away.
I was like,
that was crazy.
Dude, I was just thinking about Bradley's like eye, and I was like, oh, what if he's blind?
That makes
Did you
that
read it?
sucks.
No.
That sucks. That makes me so. Why both eyes? Why not just one?
Eyesight, I guess, was the.
It's like
Wonder what
everything
the-
he could rely on.
Even though, from what I understand, like blind people don't just see like darkness. Like I don't.
it's like more like just.
Yeah, they got it wrong. This show sucks.
Does anybody know?
They like see their
Like
imagination.
why didn't Ed lose both his arms?
I don't know.
Yeah, Truth definitely seems like
Probably just
so. Just. I would
I don't
love
know.
just to know everything about Truth. Like it.
Yeah, why is Truth kind of like I get it, like they're doing something that shouldn't be meddled with, right? But like I just want a little more out of him, out of Truth. Like
I'm sure we'll get.
I
mean,
yeah,
they did
so.
kind of explain that Truth's purpose is just to like show you that you can't play God. You just
No, yeah,
get
100%.
wrecked because of it.
1000%.
And who's trying to play God right now?
Dang, that sucks that Roy's forced.
You, because you've seen the whole show.
Man,
Me with my forbearance.
Ugh,
Job role?
so bad.
You know,
My
something-
intuition is out of those
That
states.
sucks.
I feel like it would be too easy to just say that like somehow Truth is gonna make like
Save
he's
the
gonna
day.
like end it. You know, like he's
Father.
going to end
Like,
all
could
of
Truth
this.
just,
Like,
What if?
I think it's too easy to say that.
Yeah,
Like,
I have a little bit of a hot take.
What if someone does like an ultimate sacrifice? They sacrifice their
That-
life.
I think
That's
I
the
would like
equivalent
that.
exchange. Like they give
I
up
would
their
like
life
that.
for power or something. I don't know.
My hot
Yeah,
take
I don't
is that
know.
I feel like I thought Ed would be more goated, like at the end. You know what I mean? Like if
the
anything, I
show's
feel like he's
called
been.
Fullmetal
I feel like he's been
Alchemist.
somewhat nerfed. Like I kind of said during that episode, I was like, dude, Ed used to be like so smart, like he was figuring so much stuff out, and then I feel like he just kind of
What is he not figuring
has just
out?
been around.
He's kind of
Yeah,
peaked,
he
is what he's
peaked.
saying.
He kind of peaked,
He
and
got
like
faster when he got new chainmail or whatever, new automail, and he got way stronger.
I just thought he would be
I mean,
way
what is he-
stronger
what
than
is
he
he-
is. That's all
He's
I'm
not
saying.
really your average main
I've
character.
barely seen him do anything.
Yeah,
But at the
like-
same
Well,
time,
the
he
main
is strong. Like
characters are, like,
he's fought
Always the most powerful.
Kimberly 1-on-1 and like held his own and stuff. So like he's strong, but yeah, he's not like.
He kind of has like that Flash, like the Flash
Oh.
characteristic of where like
That's
he'll
not-
beat like some OP guys and then he'll lose to some schmucks.
Like in
some
certain
literal
scenarios,
schmucks.
he's like S tier, and then overall though he's like sometimes he's not.
yeah, I guess to only speak towards like why he's not goated by now. I get he's young. Like there's so many like. No, yeah, there's a lot of like things, you know. Like I feel like it's like a pro and a con to like have your main character that's like the title of the show like not be goated in the end, because then it's like the show doesn't have to rely on that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I guess it's like the points of focus is more about the plot rather than him like being goated, but then it's also like kind of a con in the same exact way. It's like weird.
Yeah,
to,
that's
like,
something that I can respect about the show is it's not like the main character is kind of like
It
just
hasn't-
decent and somebody else is goated. Like Roy is the strongest, but this is more of just like a team collective effort.
No,
you
yeah,
know?
like the
it's
show
more of just,
doesn't
like,
rely on any one person, you know? Like if you as weird as it is, if you take Ed out of the show, it's still a really, really good show. You know, like obviously he's like the main crux of it up until this point. Like it all started with him doing the human transmutation and all that stuff. But the plot in of itself is what's made it so good, you know? Like this
Yeah.
whole scheme with Amestris. You could take any character out and it would like suffer for it just because all the characters are really good. But the show doesn't like necessarily hinge on
Dude, the
like,
show has
one
hinged on the
character,
Chimeras
you know?
a little bit recently. I'm like,
They've
you
clutched
took
up.
the Chimeras
they
out,
actually
they'd be
have.
F.
They've clutched up a
They'd be
lot.
screwed.
A lot.
That was like the most random little team up. Like they just like, well, got no one else to join, so I guess
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
join
join
you
you
guys.
Well, we hate our creator,
This
so
Ed guy.
They'll just like they just fought Salim and they're
Well,
just
they said they might be able to change them back, right? That's what they said.
I think
Well,
two of them said they did.
yeah,
they
they
didn't
said
want
they
to.
don't want to change back.
Because they said that it's convenient to have those bodies.
Like, yeah.
And they can be human
Think
if
about it,
they
they
want
can be human,
to. Yeah.
and then
And that
when,
was the
when they
original,
need
like,
it, they can
numbers.
become a super strong creature.
If you
Yeah,
think
I
about
would
like the
say
most
so.
OP individual in this show, it's definitely Salim.
Yeah, except I
Salim's
guess you
somewhat
can
OP.
nerf him though. Like there is a place where he becomes useless.
But
Like
now that he's like assimilated,
weakness.
like he's kind of OP now.
yeah, if you
Looks
get
like he's
him,
falling apart,
if you
though,
get him
for
in
some
that
reason.
dome,
He's,
he's
like, running
literally
out of
useless.
I
Really?
think Salim's
Or
more OP
something,
than
like the stones.
I think actually Roy is the most. OP. Well, I guess everybody has like. There's something you can do to
I think
everybody.
like Roy got
Unless you
countered
blind him.
easily. Like Bradley is his counter. Like even his
Like
cheap
close
clones,
combat,
even
yeah.
his cheap clones no diffed him.
Then again,
And then
Bradley's goated though. Bradley is so
packed
good.
Dude, Bradley in his nerfed
1v1,
stage.
I don't think anyone can beat Bradley.
In his nerfed stage, he freaking packed Roy up.
Like,
Yeah.
Roy was nerfed too. He didn't have his precision glove. So, like, I don't know. But, yeah, one-on-one Bradley.
I guess maybe Bradley. Like it's like Bradley, Roy, Salim. Like maybe
It's
Bradley.
all in like certain scenarios. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like
Scar was also such a demon. And then now I'm like, he's like kind of like, I don't know.
he's only good at
He
good at
peaked when
destroying.
he beat Kimberly one-on-one on that train. And Kimberly had Philosopher's Stones and he didn't. And then, like, he kind of, like, has just been... I don't know. I feel like because it's all this, like, team effort, I feel like we've seen crazy feats from each of the characters, but, like, now none of them are, like, doing anything crazy. You know what I mean? Like, nobody is, like, really,
Well,
like, at their
the
peak.
show-
Like,
the
and
show-
they can't be, otherwise I feel like they would just win. So
The
it's
show is slightly spread a little too thin, just a little bit. You know, yeah, like there is just not enough time to give all of these goated characters like goated
screen time there.
arcs. Really, yeah, like there's just not enough time in 64 episodes to like, and then to have such a dense
not
plot.
64 episodes. They've all had good moments.
Yeah,
In these next couple episodes, there's not enough to give them.
yeah, just like when you have
20
a
minutes
plot
to give
this
them something.
this dense, like this deep, like in this like this schematic, you know, like it's just literally all like to the T. Like it's just, I don't know. Yeah, it's just more of like a group, like a, yeah, I don't know. There's just not really time for.
There's not time.
Like
to
even
give this
Roy-
last little bit
Roy has had, I think, in my opinion, the most goated scenes with him killing Lust and then
Envy?
his
Wrecking
thing
him.
with Envy. But he was gone for like a 25 episode stretch, you know, because like they had to do other things in other places. And like he's like, I don't know, like one of the coolest characters, and even he had to like take a back seat for almost half the show.
It's true.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I'm
crazy.
excited for the
That's the
ending.
line.
Yeah.
I guess we're kind of the show isn't over, so maybe something. I mean, obviously something crazy could happen, but I don't know
I
what.
just- yeah, I
this
don't know
is
what
like one of
either.
those shows. I feel like I'm usually kind of good at predicting things, dude. I have no idea how they're gonna get out of this.
I hope
I have
for-
no idea.
I hope 4 episodes is enough. To
If Truth
get
just
such a
bails
good
them
ending.
out, like if
Yeah.
if Father like tries to do too much and Truth just says like veto, like Truth just vetoes it, that'd be super lame.
Yeah, it's
That
funny
would be
because there's
super lame.
the show could have like such a good
I
ending,
wonder if Father knows
but it also
that.
could go like the show could go super safe. It could go like super safe to where like
Like if
I don't
Hohenheim
know.
sacrifices himself, and then Truth vetoes what Father's doing, so then Father and Hohenheim are wiped out. That would be
Maybe-
really lame.
Maybe Hohenheim
See, I don't even
does
really think that'd be
something.
lame.
Hohenheim sacrifices himself or uses the souls to defeat Father, and
I think it'd be
and
lame.
I think the gang's gonna have to group up to defeat Salim.
yeah, we'll see, dude. Because yeah,
I
I have
feel
no
like-
idea. And 4 episodes is not that long.
I feel like Father knows that Truth could like do something to him because he hasn't opened a portal yet. It seems, and maybe that's why he's gathered all the people that have seen Truth to like use what knowledge they've gained to fight against Truth or something like that.
Yeah, like what if they all zoom to Truth and then like, I don't know,
Or he just absorbs
something
their
crazy goes on.
energy or something like
I
that.
have no idea.
Yeah, me either. I'm excited though. That'll be fun.
All right.
I'm so excited to
This
finish
is
this right now.
the end.
This is the end. We're doing a supercut. We're doing 5 episodes in a row for you guys
I'm so
and
excited.
gals and lords and ladies
And Dukes of Rackets.
Well, we ended
Metal
on
photos.
we
Shout
ended
out
on a
everyone.
sad.
Roy is officially
Yes. Oh,
blind.
that was
Oh,
so
holy
depressing.
shiz. Wait, yeah, I went
That
from
was so
I
depressing.
went from happy to just in the depths.
What if Hawkeye just helps him aim and he just
Okay, my question
got
is:
stabbed in the hands.
Do you guys feel?
morbid?
Do you feel any sort of?
No!
Any
like,
sort of.
how are
I
they
don't.
gonna-
The thing
I'll
is,
tell you what.
I don't feel any fear of death.
I kind of have like this hope that everything will be restored. Kind of like people that died are obviously dead, because what's dead
What is
may
dead
never
may never die.
Yeah. But until the end, like if Roy is blind at the after the end, yeah, I'll be really depressed. I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's really
You
sad.
can't be the president.
But I still feel like Al's gonna get his body back. Ed's gonna get his body back. Roy's gonna get his sight back. I feel like that's in the works.
Yeah, so do I.
What if Al just like sacrifices himself?
I think there's gonna be some cheese, bro.
Sacrifice.
Some cheese.
Why?
See, and that's what I'm kind of saying. Like, not some cheese, but just everybody kind of gets
Someone's
the
gonna
happy
unlock
ending.
some power or
No,
something.
what if
It's
like
just-
Yeah, see, because I have no realistic idea of how they can solve
Well,
their.
so remember my prediction last time was that
Hohenheim
I feel like
will
Hohenheim's gonna just
sacrifice
be
himself.
sacrifice himself and everybody gets what they want. Boom,
Oh,
like the end.
yeah.
Like and I feel like Hohenheim would low-key want that too. Like he's been around for so
Hohenheim
long.
they could just use Hohenheim.
He
to
kind
get
of
his
wants
body
it,
back.
and but I feel like that'd be like the cheese, like that Briggs talking about, kind of the cop out. Like I'd respect the show a lot if they went a different.
No,
direction.
what if Hohenheim like did die, but he used the Philosopher's Stone within himself to let Al get his body back, like for his son?
You can
That's not
never go
cheese.
wrong with a happy ending, but like you can do other things, you know? Like you don't have to have the perfect ending, like happy ending.
I mean,
every
the show
time.
hasn't been like that either, so maybe.
They said they want to negotiate.
That guy's arm is huge.
Just one man. He's unarmed. He's coming now.
He's what?
Full Metal's animation is so
I was gonna
unique.
say this is one of their guys.
Go on, let him through. I know for a fact that we can trust him.
That is like one thing about TV shows and movies. I'll never do those big gulps. I've never done one of those big gulps in my life.
Do you think that there's any way I could see my husband?
You can't see him.
Oh,
It's too dangerous.
You can't see him.
You can't see him.
Yes.
I didn't think we'd start here in the radio station.
Yeah, dude.
So, you mean to tell me that you reject the truth?
Yeah, exactly.
Looking-
And listen here, don't go thinking you've won just because you got us here.
No, none of you will be leaving. Escaping is futile. You're already deep within my stomach.
Mustang's still alive. Right about now, the good colonel is with our father. Although I'm afraid that I can't vouch for his physical well-being.
Hey!
What are you doing?
I've come a long way to talk to him. And he told me that you're immortal. What? Not on your own. He's too powerful. It's fine. He can't control my alchemistry. Even if he binds our alchemy, you shouldn't fight him on your own.
How were they able to force the colonel through his gateway? If he can strong-arm us through the gate, why hasn't he done it before?
Fullmetal.
Which can only mean it must carry some kind of risk for them.
Most
Did
likely.
he use up Salim's energy? Yep.
Well, look at that!
The
We
cloud.
can use our alchemy!
Why must you rude children keep destroying my home? You should behave like proper guests.
Okay. Oh,
He sent him flying back at her.
holy! Oh!
So dumb.
No idea, sir. We still haven't been
What
able
is
to
Izumi
contact the
doing?
command center.
Reporting in, sir. The city's been overrun by Ishvalan terrorists.
I don't even have time to explain what I don't have time to explain.
Not mid.
Wait, what the?
Grab
What do these guys know?
Can you tell us? Is this your house here on the map?
Are these the laboratories they're going to or something?
Good. Now we just wait.
I forgot he was 1v1ing Bradley right now.
It's all that matters. Nothing else even
Bradley's
seems
such
to
a-
exist.
How is Bradley still going?
outside my pure instinct to survive?
Get it.
It's
Oh.
all meaningless.
Dude,
This
that's pretty
is the
sick.
only thing that's real. To fight on behalf of my own life and nothing else.
Bradley's a very good antagonist.
Yeah, that was epic.
How are you gonna still walk at him?
That was so funny.
What's wrong? Don't tell me that's all you got. Is it? Because
He's
that's
such a menace, bro. Nice. Oh, no way. No way. Dude, that's crazy.
Oh, he can transform stuff. He's his left arm.
Dude, they're menaces, yeah.
I surprised myself. When I considered the enormity of what was at stake and what I could do, I relented and accepted my only choice.
And he did it one-handed,
Miserable
too.
humans never
That was
give up.
crazy.
I'll give you that much.
Miserable, huh?
Dude, Scar is so epic.
Get over there and help me.
What about Pride?
Don't even worry about him. I can handle him on my own.
She killed herself.
You gonna heal herself?
Oh,
my
what? Jeez.
Oh, that walk is crazy.
My
That
God.
was crazy. Bro just made a walk.
Why is he still shooting?
Like Granitsu trying to fight Doki.
What's the matter, Pride? Your attacks are a little more half-assed than usual.
Oh.
Means you still can't kill me,
I will
right?
say though, dude, Ed is a S tier, like just talker, dude, in a fight. Like he just always
Your
is.
stature has led you to
He's
prove
getting
your
good ones
worthwhile
in on him.
fighting those who are larger than you. Well, Dad, sorry if I hit you.
What was that?
Jim Bratz! Overlook the simple fact that since I've always been small, and I did the fighting.
It's like an impenetrable barrier.
Teacher!
Oh my gosh!
That's so epic. That's his spine. Girl's got no dip like that.
I'm done with indulging your frivolity. It's time to put you to work, my sacrifices.
Please hurry. We've got to get to the center of the circle.
Please! We'll die here! Quit acting up!
He's going. No one survives though. It's a ruse, right? That's what happened to the other people. They thought they were safe and they all died.
Yeah, I think so.
She's looking without.
Yeah, holy, your
Glasses.
retinas are cooked.
Are my retinas cooked right now?
It's finally time.
Yeah, you can't look without glasses.
Actually, it would be more accurate to refer to it as a vast nervous system. One that's retained its every memory since its inception and has witnessed the universe unfold. Have
How are
you
there
ever
4 more
considered that?
episodes?
Think about it.
After this.
And now that I have you gathered, I shall use you as sacrifices to open the planet's gateway. Does
No
it hurt
way.
the planet, Pops?
Wow, Green, what a clutch.
Oh, agreed.
I was expecting you to make an appearance. Anything that you might happen to desire, I can assure you that I desired it first. The very center of this world is right here.
This is insane.
I can't believe Greed tried to do that.
What the hell's going on?
What is that?
Is that how big the thing is?
It's like they're trying to take him in the portal, but he has a
Let
shield.
your gateways fight for my soul. Shed your energy for me.
Now that I've obtained enough power, I will open up this planet's gateway.
Planet's gateway?
Dude, this is insane.
Dude, so much bigger than I thought.
Oh,
They all actually died? They died?
no way.
How do you command Z this way?
Dude, that's...
This music is so eerie.
Dude, this is out of control.
Next time I see you, Hohenheim, I'm gonna slug you.
Oh, those are her last words.
What? I got chills, man. That was great.
This is pretty cool though. It's pretty cool.
Bro, what?
Dude, this is crazy.
You like eat the sun? Like, what? Oh, I was kidding.
What? What is happening?
Oh. Did you say the sun was like connected to alchemy or something?
This is weird.
God is like the traveler, unknown power.
What, dude? I am so.
Bro,
what?
How come you guys didn't predict that?
Bro, what the craziest thing I've ever seen in my
I
life?
feel like I'm tripping right now.
Yeah,
What
I feel
just
like-
happened?
He who would
Is male,
Oh, no.
representing masculinity.
The moon is female, representing femininity. So then what's a perfect being? Does that mean immortality?
Or maybe something.
They were learning this when they were
His
like
voice
10.
hasn't changed since he was 6 years old.
No, maybe God or something.
Dang, Ed was just.
Dude, they were cooking when they were like children.
There's no way that this God, this perfect being of the sun and moon, is just gonna bow down to this random
The
thing.
little May girl thought she could take him though.
Are they dead or just paralyzed, bro? I can't tell.
I don't know.
What if like they're just like on pause, like just pause?
You have done well, my faithful sacrifices.
Is that Ed? Is that Al's body?
Acquire God.
Like Ed Bill looks just like Ed.
Yeah, is that Ed or Al or?
Does this mean everyone was turned into a philosopher's stone? How many lives were sacrificed for this?
Dude, Father's looking kind of sick.
Bro, he looks like
He looks like a weird.
Hohenheim in his 30s.
Yeah, he looks like he could be like their cousin.
What are you?
What?
Rick, he's so
The power
strong.
of God is now in my control. With that, I can do anything. For instance, I can create a sun right in the palm of my hand. Your plan for binding God to this world was a flawed one. We plotted against you since the moment you set it in motion. I have performed calculation after calculation. I have arranged my own philosophy.
Oh no way!
All resided within me. The time has come. He is guilty of committing the ultimate transgression.
Yes, we know what we must do. Let us return their souls back to their bodies.
It is what Hohenheim asks of us.
How?
We do have a circle. It's one of enormous power.
I always knew Hohenheim had a good reason for leaving.
Even if something should happen to incapacitate me, the moon's shadow cast on the world by the eclipse.
No way.
We're starting now, Hohenheim!
Even now,
And he's the center of
that
it.
you can stop me. You're a fool, Hohenheim! That's the very reason I came back.
Dude, what? Wait, so is it even
Oh.
bigger?
Well, it's like
Look at that
pedestrian.
thing. Yeah, that thing is
Pedestrian.
crazy. They're out of their element here.
Yeah, they're like, what the F is going on?
Scale. That looks pretty cool.
Holy crap, this is so beyond anything I imagined. Imagine your soul actually goes into a different body, bro.
Oh,
It's Freaky Friday.
50 million
cook.
souls. Not Hohenheim, but the doctor.
Oh, what the heck? This is so interesting.
Hohenheim had this kind of
Dude, he has just, yeah, he has been traveling, man.
It's just me. I don't know how to describe it. It was like
No way this is like the end, though. It still has, how many episodes? 3? Still 3 more.
the souls of the Xerxians he already had. I doubt he can continue to control that which he calls God.
He's still gonna be sketch though. Yeah, he still has like the power. He still has that crazy power in him.
Okay, May is OP.
Taking a 40
that connector ending.
I don't have what it takes to fight his energy.
This one can Hohenheim do a force field.
Oh, okay. You can do
I can
this.
only do so much, boys. He's wrong! I guess I was mistaken. I thought the science of alchemy. Have you abandoned your god?
Cut him in the same spot.
Scar is getting wrecked.
Lost to your people? Here's me!
Dude, these impact frames are crazy.
Surely somewhere in the darkest depths of your heart, you began to believe that there was no God in this world at all!
Dang, that sucks.
What just happened?
The sun's starting to come out.
That blinded Bradley?
No.
Oh! No way.
Oh, he got him down there. I thought he got him like the
Dude,
heart.
no way.
He blew off both of his arms.
That dude, Bradley lost to the glint of the sun.
And it saves them to do the deed. Here to avenge your grandfather.
Tell me, Bradley, was there anyone who you loved? Any friends? Your wife?
My wife understands. She is the woman that I chose to live by my side. There are no more words that need to pass between us now. And now you've spent all your time asking useless questions and lost your opportunity for vengeance. What a shame. Thanks to the idiosyncrasies of humanity, it was at least a life worth living for.
Dude,
That's
Bradley's
crazy,
a demon.
man.
I can't believe he
Dude,
lost
he's
to
such
the
a
glint
demon.
of the sun, man. That's crazy.
So these guys that are dying, they always time out their speeches perfectly to end right when they breathe their last breath.
Philosopher's Stone. Brother, I cannot lie. The hatred within me has not perished. Smoke of positive streams and negative streams. Thanks to the life I have lived, I carry both within me.
Dude, these people have seen too much for one day.
So many.
Oh, that's what they were setting up. Oh my.
It's coming!
Oh, the intro.
How do you like that? Your little throne has been reduced to rubble.
Wow, doesn't
Just
even have a name.
Scar's
Scar's brother. Wow, doesn't even have a name.
Did you use alchemy?
No, it's something else. Something my brother developed. Alchemy is an art that uses the throw chi of the ground. In contrast, this country's alchemy uses tectonic energy. There was an inhibiting component interfering with the connection between the alchemist and that energy. The sensation you felt was the enormous Philosopher's Stone that stretches underground throughout this land. After that, Scar created a reverse circle. It will correct the corrupted alchemy of this country.
They're gonna
They'd be screwed without him.
Nationwide transmutation circle.
If only he was still alive.
Using that as the base, he applied his knowledge of alchemy, thus enabling the alchemist here to once again harness tectonic energy to its fullest extent.
What is the force field, bro? Why have I never...
He'll run out of energy!
3,000.
Memories! That's exactly the time I took a bath in!
What about Celine? He's gonna like 2,000 days. He like step out of it. He's so OP.
Major Armstrong.
Oh!
What the heck?
You just take their
What did
souls.
you just do?
He made them... Turned them to a Philosopher's
He's
Stone.
going to try to make another Philosopher's Stone.
He's just making tiny little stones?
I didn't expect to be so useless.
What if Roy takes out Father?
Al, go on ahead.
Come on, Al, let's go. Don't let that thing beat you, Ed.
Right.
It's over!
This is no time for having
I forgot the last time we saw her, she just got taken away.
My sight is gone. Lieutenant, how are your injuries?
Your eyes.
Lieutenant, can you still fight?
Yes, sir.
Dude, Hawkeye's the
Fight a
best.
god with your Glock.
Yeah, Hawkeye's the goat.
That's Wrath. I see. So they finally got him. Bastard dies with that peaceful look on his face.
Do you need to ask such a ridiculous question? It's only natural we should want to
shadows
obey
are
our
like
father
breaking
no
apart.
matter the order.
So it's natural to be a brainwashed punk who doesn't even try to think for himself.
Oh.
He's wearing you ragged, breaking you down. He doesn't even care.
Dude, if he turns on his dad...
I am not a puny
Are
weakling.
you gonna try
like
and
you
use
are.
his pride
I
against
am
him?
the homunculi! What do you know, human? But still.
Oh, is he gonna use Ed as a container?
You are Hohenheim's bloodline, so we're virtually brothers.
What if Ed used him like Greed does? That'd be crazy.
You can't have it, pride.
Kimmy, there's no way. How could you maintain your individuality among this tempest of souls?
The bitterness that all of these voices contain soothes me like a lullaby.
What the frick?
Why are you interfering?
You speak of your precious pride, that quality for which you were named. But then you suddenly find yourself in grave danger. It's pathetic.
Destruction.
If you think that, then you still don't understand Edward Elric.
Oh!
Impossible! He's turned himself into a philosopher's stone and now he's forcing his way inside me!
What?
Stop this!
You gonna wait?
See you later.
Oh!
Whatever.
Okay, how did Ed just turn himself into Philosopher's Stone?
Oh!
So this is your real body.
Full Salim.
You can wait right there.
So happy that Ed got a dub, man. That was a
It's like
survive. It's like the kite. It's like Kite's Reborn. Some of this is so shocking.
What if Bradley and the mom actually had a kid?
Some of this is like I'm gonna have to think about it.
Envy, right?
Huh? Yeah.
That's what they did to Envy. They destroyed his Philosopher's Stone and they used his
Yeah, it's like his little tiny little
What if
thing.
Bradley and the mom had a kid actually, and that was like, because they said it has to be part of Hohenheim or part of the father's like bloodline or whatever.
Let's get him!
Yes.
You guys dying, coming back to life, dying again. Yeah, that's so tough. That sucks.
Is it Izumi again? Oh.
He was hoping to use them to create another Philosopher's Stone. What else are all these pitiful, powerless humans good for? Only through them can a Philosopher's Stone be created. And only through a stone can a homunculus arise. You may think you've
You're
reached
the
a
lower
perfect
life form.
state to be. But in truth, all you've reached is a dead end! Shall I produce some humans for you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's that guy from Xerxes.
Don't you see? I am still alive. King Xerxes, is that you?
No. Oh,
That's crazy.
That's messed up.
That's so messed.
This is wrong.
Damn it! Glorious!
You alright?
Perfect. Now how about a lift? Oh, not much. The father of the homunculi is going berserk out there! So let's go! We'll need
His
anyone
voice
who
actor's
can
so
still
good.
fight. Forget that! Get down here now! This is no time for a pissing contest over who's in charge!
I'm not taking orders from
General! It's the Central Command Center. Half of it's been blown up!
You see the power he has? Within him is a Philosopher's Stone powered by many thousands of people. You could say he's used its energy to claim the powers of God for himself.
My men are still fighting. I will not just abandon my forces. I have a duty as their commanding officer. What is it?
Don't worry about us, sir. Have you forgotten who we are? We bridge soldiers are trained to respond instantly as one force to any threat. From what I hear, you've been injured, General. Please, stay and wait where you are.
When at any cost?
You two aren't in any shape to fight either.
I am going to burn up that Philosopher's Stone of his.
Cannon? Was that Cannon?
I think I said she's gonna help him aim.
She's gonna help him aim. Oh, that was Jack. She's gonna be his eyes.
It is my job to protect the young lord.
Well called, Jack. Of course, his like pillar thing was so epic.
Is Scar gonna be okay? I can't believe he blew up both of his arms. That was crazy.
And was it you that killed him?
When he arrived here, he was already badly injured. If it hadn't been for those wounds, I might have lost.
Oh, you would have been cooked.
Briggs men are as tough as they come.
Yeah, that guy was a go. What was his name? The Mohawk
Captain
guy?
Buccaneer.
Yeah, Captain Buccaneer was sick.
Okay, little cat.
Love the little panda cat.
Oh.
Can't Ed fix it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Distraction is better.
Teacher! Teacher! Say something!
He got to me at the last second.
Jeez.
Hey! Snap out of it! Let's...
Oh. The Briggs men!
Oh, mortars!
Teacher!
You're going in right now.
He can't block the bullet. He has a freaking force field.
What's the dude, man?
Is this not alchemy or what?
He didn't even flinch! Seriously?
Who the frick is that guy? Soldier
give him everything you got. It's a raid boss.
Guys, you gotta do the mechanic and take down the shield for him.
Yes! Come on, Roy! Oh, that was sick!
What?
Dragon?
Goku?
That's what he should have done to those 5 guys in that circle.
Dude, Roy's so sick. He's so drippy.
What if Roy just learns to use like...
Fullmetal Alchemist.
That's sick.
That's just Fullmetal Alchemist.
So did I hit him?
You were off just a little bit. Adjusted to 12 o'clock. Range 50. No, 53.
This clapping transmutation doesn't feel natural.
Kill him? Oh, shoot.
Incoming attack, Colonel. Dead ahead.
I thought Roy never had to clap anyways.
You gotta take down that shield, man. The shield's in everything.
Oh, are they trying to run him out of energy, right?
Amazing.
They're trying to drain him.
Power like that? You've always talked about wanting the entire world, but is this really what you meant?
Oh, yes. An achievement like that can finally quench the thirst that I've lived with since the day I was born!
How ignorant you are.
I am greedy avaricious! I want everything!
Holy!
He's toast! We have to find a way through his defenses! Come in! We need more ammo! What a futile battle.
I can't believe Father's been in the freaking
Maybe
air.
humans are unable, but what about a homunculus? Wonderful. You're just in time, Greed. What a dutiful son you are. As it happens, I could use another Philosopher's Stone.
Something's gonna happen.
Is Ling about to internally battle him?
Good acting, right? I bet you never thought your godly powers would be taken away, did you?
Acting, right?
Oh, no.
His harm, not alchemy.
He's only been doing defense. Can't he like be wiping them out?
I was gonna say, you can't keep the power in check. It's gonna like rampage.
Ah!
Edward, get out now!
Brother! Get out of there!
Oh, no, no!
Stop it! My brother! My brother! Let us... May, I need a favor. Back then, Ed was willing to sacrifice his right arm in order to bring my soul back. All you have to do is clear a path. Can you do that? But if you do this, do you know what will happen? There's no time!
He's gonna sacrifice his soul for Ed to get his right arm back?
So we can stop him or something.
You vile human!
What are you doing? No, don't.
Well, are you ready?
Now we put our faith in brother.
Yeah, can Ed get him? Can Ed get him back?
My brother.
Oh, dang, dude.
Your soul has entered you, huh? But will he be coming back for you? I can't wait to see what he'll be sacrificing.
Dude, this is crazy, man. Dude, that's crazy. Oh my!
It's working.
Greed. This is what you desperately wanted. Isn't it?
This is so hype, dude. This is actually so sick.
You're right. I wanted the chance to have friends like these.
Got that Naruto left hook.
You novice.
I'm about to show you
Damn,
how
he has a medal
outclassed
in
you
his
really
arm.
are. This fight you lose.
Oh.
He just has the metal like stud just in his arm. Or
So
his
does
shoulder.
him having his normal arm back make him that much stronger?
Well, they also like took away that barrier for his arm.
everyone's
Oh, no way.
pretty strong.
Hohenheim,
Starting with a little flashback.
are you going to live out the rest of your life as a slave?
He was created from father's blood, right?
How can a mere human, a meager alchemist, with his bare hands?
Oh.
Not over. Is this the last episode?
No, there's one more.
Dude, smash him.
Sorry. Be a good son. Turn it down.
I need you with me if I'm gonna be emperor.
Just let go. My entire being was extracted from his greed.
Oh.
My body. I won't let go.
That you may do, Emperor of Shing. Let's fight him together. Hey, partner.
That's more like it.
It's time to say goodbye, kid. There's no point in you getting sucked into my old man with me.
You can't just sucker punch me like that. How could you lie? You always said you don't believe in telling lies.
That was the one and only lie of my life. Lord Fawn has a philosopher's stone, so you don't even need me anymore, kid. Hey, Lord Fawn! Later. Greed! I finally got away from that annoying brat. Why, Greed? Why would you betray your own father? I've reversed the ultimate shield you gave me and transformed your body into the most fragile carbon there is. Return to nothing. Great!
You kind of did have friends after all a little bit.
You're wrong, Greed. There'll always be a part of you. Friends are a part of your soul.
I can't believe I let Ling and the little runt talk to me that way. They gave me everything I could want. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye, my friends.
Yeah, but they had no bodies to go to.
I think they're just free. Finally rest.
We did it already.
What? This can't. What is this?
Go back to where you were born. I just wanted to understand this world's knowledge. I wanted to experience it.
Tell me, why did you refuse to join me? Why, God? How did I disappoint you?
You rejected your human origins and chose to covet the power of what you call God. Don't make me laugh.
What's wrong with that? I only wanted to obtain perfection. I wanted this world's knowledge for my own. Well, speak. What are you anyway? Do you even have a name?
One name you might have for me is the world. Or you might call me the universe. Or perhaps God. Or perhaps the truth. I'm the truth of your despair. The inescapable price of your boastfulness. And now, I will bestow upon you the despair you deserve.
I can't go back. No.
You brought this outcome upon yourself.
What did I do wrong? What should I have done?
You simply must have seen the answer with your own eyes.
What happened? Is it over? Did we win?
It's not your fault, mate. It was Al's decision. Ed, I've got the toll for him. I can't. As much as I want to, I can't. I promised Al we'd never use a philosopher's stone. There has to be a way to get him back. There's gotta be.
Use my life for the toll.
Wow.
I need to save Alphonse. I've got just enough life left.
It's their own damn fault! won't use another human life to get Al back, and I don't care whose it is!
Because I'm his father, and that's the only thing that matters. You don't know how much you boys mean to me. I'm sorry, Ed. Just give me this chance to act like a father for once in my life.
You say something that dumb again, and I'll knock you out!
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You're the youngest state alchemist in history, damn it!
You better get to it. You've got plenty of people waiting for you and your brother to get your bodies back.
I can't give up. There has to be some way. I know it. I know there is. May, I didn't realize she cared so deeply for Al. May, stand back a little. Is that? It's a human transmutation circle.
That was fast.
This is my last transmutation. Stand back and enjoy the show.
Transmutate himself?
Fullmetal Hohenheim knows that he's cooking. What is he cooking though?
Is there a way to go through without dying or something?
What's your payment? Do you intend to offer your own body?
Yeah, I've got your payment right here. This thing is my portal of truth. So I get to make the decision on how it's used.
And you're sure about this? You do realize that you'll never be able to perform alchemy again without your portal.
I saw the truth that lies within it. I became convinced I could solve everything with alchemy.
You're willing to cast it aside, to lower yourself to a simple human?
What do you mean, lower myself?
You're sure you'll be alright without it? Think carefully now.
Edward! Who even needs alchemy when I've got them?
You've done it! That's the right answer! Good job! You beat me!
The back door's right over there!
Goodbye, Edward Elric!
That was crazy, Al.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, get this man some clothes and some food, bro.
Don't tell me.
Get that man a burger.
Okay.
Darius. Home at last. Sorry. It was wrong of me to put you through that. It's okay now.
It's crazy how similar they all look.
That's crazy. Truth told Dwarf from the Flash that you saw the answer with your
You're
eyes.
listening to Radio Capital.
Ed just figured out the answer, I guess.
Today's events, General Armstrong and Colonel Mustang have taken control of Central Command, the nation's population.
At least the wife gets
Details
some
of the
kind of
procedure
thing.
have yet to be released, but General Kremen, our Führer, King Bradley, and his son Salim tragically lost their lives amidst the day's turmoil.
They didn't throw him under the bus.
Yeah, wow.
So I wonder, is Colonel Mustang gonna sacrifice his own?
His own alchemy?
Yeah.
You are the one who gave me blood, right? Don't you even want freedom, Hohenheim? But I think I'd be happy if I could just leave this flask.
You were born of my blood, dwarf in the flask, homunculus, and
I personally saw to it that your sons were admitted to the hospital. We are all in debt to the efforts of Edward and Alphonse. Without those boys' relentless courage, this nation would be no more.
Thank you.
Alchemy marks on it.
Hello, Tricia. I'm home. So get this. Ed actually called me his father. Living through all of these endless years,
No way.
I always felt like I'd been struck with a curse.
Yeah.
I suddenly felt blessed, grateful for the life I had. Thank you, Tricia. Believe it or not, I actually want to keep on living.
Hohenheim!
Are we still there?
I didn't know you were back. Well, at least you died with a smile on your face, my friend.
You know that Ed and Winry love scene's coming.
Ed and Winry.
ロイ・マスタング大佐の病室はどこだ
That was so weird.
Can you tell me which room Colonel Roy Mustang is in? I'm his private practice doctor.
Man, final episode.
Hey there, young lady.
Well, this is a nice surprise.
But if you need to know, he's kind of my secret weapon. So how's he doing? Has this whole thing got him down?
But it's called dual cropping. Now think,
What?
you gotta know this stuff inside out. Yeah, and I do know it. Is that so? Not a bad guess. Come on, give me some credit. I've been researching this stuff long before now.
He's hoping to make amends with Ishval.
How long have you been in here, Dr. Knox?
Not long. So you don't look so bad.
Hawkeye's in the back.
How are you adjusting?
I envisioned a better future. And this is the price I had to pay for it.
And are you okay with that? So tell me something. You're gonna aid in the restructure of Ishval?
Ishval and War of Extermination. It's time to correct it.
Correct it?
I'm calling off the military occupation, and then I'll return their holy land to the Ishvalans left living in the slums.
It's the very least we can do to repay them.
Colonel, I brought all the materials you asked for.
We know that this won't erase our sins.
Hey, Dr. Marco, listen to this. They're already one step ahead of you in here.
Marco? Dr. Marco's here?
Yeah, who's gonna heal Roy, dude? He can be healed.
Colonel Mustang, I believe that it might be able to return your eyesight.
I bet he says no.
I created this stone by sacrificing the lives of many Ishvalans. I have no right to speak for those whose lives I've taken. So I'm asking this as a personal request.
I know some people who might not like this, especially Fullmetal. But I will accept your offer, and I'll devote my life to seeing Ishval restored. You can heal me after you heal him.
Scar?
From our hearts to your home, you've reached the Havoc General Store.
No way.
What's up?
No way.
Roy's an E for that, bro.
He is.
I'm wearing his boy.
It's better be worth it. Oh, it's gonna be.
How do you
worth it,
get
trust me.
crippled again?
The only interest I had in saving you was for your alka history, but plans do change.
I thought you might be able to assist me. Not as Scar,
Rebuild
the killer, that is, but as a true Ishval.
What's his name?
We can't allow our religion and culture to die out. That would be the death of our race. Is this why I was saved from death? Have you given me this responsibility as my reason to continue living, brother? From now on, I'll follow you wherever you see fit, sir.
Oh, Mustang. I wish I could see the look on your face when you find out Scar's still alive. Why don't you tell us your real
Yeah.
I think it's Richard.
I'm neither of the people I once was. I don't need a name. Call me anything.
Yeah, but Scar's like his murderer.
I know the Scar's sick. Don't give me an Alan or freaking something
Alan.
just random like that.
Nice, dude.
My muscles had atrophied
It's
so
so
much
awesome
they
to
made
see
it-
Al.
I know.
Want me to carry you?
He looks older than Ed.
That's what I'm saying. He looks older
I'll
than
just
Ed.
move at my own pace.
Is he taller than
Go
him?
ahead if you want.
I feel like he
No.
probably is.
We better get moving then. So, brother, how's the leg?
Well, I haven't maintained it in a while, you know? It's stiff. Quit
Oh
acting
yeah,
so
he still
weird.
has his metal leg, I guess.
I wonder how Ling is doing. Do you think they made it back to Shing?
Ed looks just so weird. Or it's so weird to see Al.
Hope May's okay. May,
Hello, Alphonse.
are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You're about as stupid as I am, getting mixed up with this country's problems. And you didn't even end up with the Philosopher's Stone.
Just shove it in her face.
As far as your clan goes, the Yao family will protect yours at all costs. Whoa, careful with the tears there. You're gonna drown yourself. I didn't think I'd have to start protecting you this quick. I guess you rubbed off on me after all. We need to get home so we can bury food. See you later. Yeah, count on it.
W's.
You got pretty close with a certain princess. You aiming to be the future Princess Shing?
Girl, though.
She's 10 and he's 34.
Yeah, she's like, she's
Oh,
like
what?
not 34.
Here's the Ed winner scene. What are the odds she hits him?
Didn't she say she'd make Al a pie or something?
An apple pie.
Yeah.
She's like, I made one every day since you left, waiting for your return.
That would be crazy to hear.
The off-camera reunion's great. Could you imagine?
Oh, I was getting nervous. Like, what if they actually do? Oh, Jack,
I've been
scared
calling these
me.
things. I've been calling so many things. I was like, no.
They did it, man.
That's gotta
They
be
came
so
back with
awesome.
their bodies.
That's
Let's go.
crazy. She's like,
Oh.
Dummies, welcome home.
Thanks.
Good to be back.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
oh, he doesn't have alchemy anymore. I totally forgot.
This should not be this hard.
Brother, what's taking so long?
These damn chores are testing the limits of my courtesy.
Mary said she's making tea to go with the apple pie she's baking.
Oh, okay.
So, I've been thinking about something lately.
Dude, I was looking hammy, dude.
Exhausting. There's a new problem every day, and they're sending me to an early grave.
This guy was a rat.
I might be able to remain the Führer for some time with the two of them by my side. I'm grateful to have them. A mess just needs a man of experience.
Oh, does it? That sounds a bit like something my late husband might have said.
Devotion to our country.
What's wrong, sweetheart?
This little bird is hurt. Please do. They can fix it, can't they?
It'll be fine, honey. Everyone was against me raising him. But he's such a wonderful
Why
man.
does he have that thing on his head?
I knew that there was nothing to worry about.
Why is this bum the Fuhrer?
Odd behaviors.
Yeah, seriously. He seemed like such a rat. He was just
You
conspiring.
understand what must be done.
Bro's gonna have that Naruto treatment as a kid.
Can't with this stupid little thing on his head.
Homunculi and humans. I guess it doesn't matter how old you get. New possibilities are always exciting.
He said that it serves as a nice reminder to keep him in line for the future. He thinks that Winry would get depressed if she had nothing to fix.
And I know he's happy for you.
We've been treated so well. So many people have cared for both of us.
Isn't that like what the alchemists believe? Equivalent exchange?
But if you take 10 and then you add something of yourself, you return 11. And now we just have to go on and prove that it actually works.
So I take it you've got something in mind?
We weren't able to save her, and we will never forget that.
Oh my gosh.
Come on in. Excuse me. Can I have some milk here when you get a chance? Coming up.
What was that cut?
I'm off to She. May's gonna teach me everything there is to know about alchemy and study everything I can about their cultures.
Dang, dude, that's a life adventure right there.
Hell yes, we're coming. Good
Oh.
things are bound to happen if we stay with you, and we can't argue with
Oh.
That's based on our animal instinct.
Oh my god.
You said to act for ourselves and not leave it to others.
I'm going to take the east, and Brother's heading west to learn from that region. Might be able to prevent the tragedy that befell Nina from happening again. It's an enormous world, and we want to see it all.
Yeah, seriously. A mess
Stir the oil every day.
Fine.
Are you even listening? There's your train.
Oh.
Better make your move.
Well, whenever that does happen, just call me to make an appointment.
Sure. Listen, Winry.
He's so nervous.
What?
You can ruin it
He wants
all.
to make a different kind of appointment.
Bro's like, oh no.
He wants to make a different kind of appointment.
Oh.
Equivalent exchange! I'll give half
Oh.
of my life to you if you give
Oh,
half of yours to me!
exchange.
No riz.
Negative riz. Cruise, you don't need any riz if you're a hero.
That's the only way he knows how to say
But she
it.
don't.
The whole equivalent exchange thing is just nonsense.
What'd you say?
How about I just give you my whole lot? Maybe not all of it. Yeah, 85 is a good
These
number.
two
That's funny.
negative riz.
If I was watching this happen in real life, bro.
You are so incredible! You knocked equivalent exchange flat on its butt in just a few words.
Oh, he's taller.
Yeah, he's way taller.
Thanks for cheering me up.
Come home soon.
He's a better man than me. Still dipped. He's locked in. For knowledge.
Why wouldn't she go with
For
him?
knowledge, he's locked
Why?
in. Come on, man.
Men who just sit around doing nothing are boring.
There's no such thing as a painless lesson. They just don't
Okay.
exist. You can't gain anything without losing something first. You'll find that you now have a heart strong enough to overcome any obstacle. A heart made full metal.
Oh, it is the
Wait,
credit.
oh shoot.
Oh, shiz.
They got married?
Yeah. Okay. So should we rewind it or no?
We're going to see.
Fiend.
Oh, it's about to pull up.
Fiend.
Man.
I guess. Let's see what we missed. Nice.
I don't know if we should just.
All right.
That was good.
Mike, should we go get lunch and then give an outro? Collect my thoughts.
Nah, I need that real. Need that real reaction.
That was
Okay.
great. Wow. Just wow.
No, that was just a solid ending.
I like how the last episode kind of just shows everyone like after what happens and what they plan to do in the future.
Yeah, I always wish that these shows would give like just a tiny bit more resolution in the end. You know, like I like the montage, like of what ends up happening, but I wish that they'd just take a little bit longer to just I don't know. I'd like to see. I don't know. That's always me.
No, it's over.
I always want like just like maybe 5 to 10 more minutes of. I don't know the progression maybe.
Man, dude, I just have so many thoughts. Like, I feel like I could ramble on forever. And I know, like, I don't know. We need somewhat of a structure of, like, the outro, but...
Fine, I'll start.
Okay.
I'll start. What I was thinking during that is, I think the ending was good. It wasn't bad at all. It was good. I think that the resolution of the conflict was... It had parts of it I liked and didn't, you know? Like, I feel like Father kind of just got by his own, like, aspirations with truth. So he kind of just, like, resolved himself. I know that, like, everybody played a part, but it just kind of, like, the resolution seemed a little, like... it was, like, so insane, but, like, at the same time...
Kind of anticlimactic?
A little bit, yeah. It was just, like... He was so ultimate. He was invincible as S.H.I.E.L.D. Everybody teamed up together. Blah 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 blah. And then he just kind of got in the end, and that was pretty much it. But like it was. But what I will say though is I think that the ending did really good in like the emotional part. Like I think it did really good that way. Like Father offered himself, or Hohenheim offered himself as a sacrifice, but then he was like no. And I really like how like. It was a nice full circle moment how Ed and Al each sacrificed themselves to, you know, to get what they needed. And Ed obviously had to sacrifice his alchemy, which I feel like a large portion of the show's meaning is about, you know, power and like the ability to always look for more. It started the show with Ed and Al trying to, you know, break the boundary of life and death, and that's what kind of started their whole thing. And so like if you look around, like everybody's kind of vying for power a little bit, but in the end, you know, truth was all about sacrificing yourself, and what's more important
kind of
is like you know,
accepting yourself.
Everybody around you is what's important. You know, I think it's really realistic. Like a lot of times people in life are so like it's just aspiring to be great, which is good, but the most important, like sometimes you can forget the most important things, and you like when it comes down to it, you would sacrifice your aspirations for the people around you. So like I think that the show did really good in hammering that home, and then Hohenheim like passing away at the grave of his wife, and so I think it did really good in that front. But I will say that like the villain side of things, it felt anticlimactic to me in that way. But
yeah, I pretty much think the same thing. Like I think I really, really liked the, like, how the show ended with, in terms of, like, their resolution outside of everything to do with Father and the Dwarf and the Flask. Like, everything outside of that, I really liked that, especially how Ed, like, beat Truth and gave up his alchemy to save, like, Al or to bring him back. I thought that was really, really cool. Because my biggest thing that I didn't want to happen was that Hohenheim would like sacrifice himself to do that.
And it looked like it was gonna happen.
Oh, I was so scared. You'll see my face on camera. I'm like, ain't no way. Like, ain't no way this is happening. So I really liked that, how Ed, you know, thought of that, and was willing to do that. I did not. There were some aspects of the fight that just didn't really make sense to me, and like that conflict, especially when Ed like reached into Bradley and turned himself into a Philosopher's Stone, into Salim, sorry, and like it's like with Kimberly. I know me and Bray mentioned it, but like Kimberly just randomly playing that part as well was super weird. Even some things with like the way Greed went out, I was like, I really liked it. I thought the message was cool, but it didn't really make sense to me in the sense of like how he tried to take Father's position of like being this all powerful like galactic being, and then just go back to being on his friend's side, like these people he really cares about, and then he realizes that's what he wanted all along. But I mean, I thought it was a little all over the place at that point, but.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I feel like. I feel like the resolutions to things, while it's not bad.
No,
it's
not bad.
It's not bad. Like I have no problem with Ling, because I liked Ling and Greed's friendship, and I actually, like the reason why Ling is doing it makes sense. I guess, yeah, like you said, like the thing is, like, my problems with the resolutions to the conflicts, I feel like they didn't have a ton of ground to stand on. Like, I don't, like with Ed turning into a Philosopher's Stone, I don't really know how that's possible. Like, I'm sure, like, in the world it can make sense, but I am not provided an explanation. But, like, I know that there is something that could be said that we'd be like, oh, okay, but I don't have one. So I don't really have any ground to stand on.
Well, it's like how he used his life energy to, like, do it before, to heal himself before, remember? So it's like he probably just used some of his, like, life force energy, but it just kind of seems like a weird, like...
It's just whatever we don't know about alchemy has something to do with that stuff.
I don't
never
know.
got a good explanation.
Ed can't use alchemy.
No, but that's how he healed himself. Is he like alchemy has to do with chi and like all this stuff? So he somehow figured out how to use it in a way.
I don't know. And see, it's just like it's not really.
I guess like that's what pretty much the base of what I'm saying is I can't really provide a super confident answer to a handful of things, like that happen really, but.
Especially Kimberly,
I would assume we're definitely missing
Kimberly
stuff.
Yeah, like Kimberly
saved the boys.
Kimberly,
bro.
yeah, like
Ed
Kimberly being in there. Like I just like there really wasn't like it was shown before, like the personalities and like the souls and the people inside of the homunculuses and stuff. It's been shown before, but yeah, it's just kind of like I don't know, almost just it's like you can see it, but at the same time. I don't know. I just don't really know what to...
Yeah, I also want to be very clear that, like, I did like the ending of the show. I think it's natural for me to go off of, like, what didn't resonate with me first. Like, I did really like the show. I want to make sure that's clear, but...
Yeah, me as well.
I hope we don't feel like we're just bagging on the show. I'm just kind of going off of, like, the things that didn't really resonate with me on, this first watch, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they did a lot of things really well, But then yeah, there was just some stuff that I was like, okay, like I'm okay with it, but it's not what I would have preferred, I guess. What would I preferred? I don't know, but
yeah, there's no like perfect ending.
Yeah, I couldn't write the freaking fight with Father and all that. Like that was crazy.
I guess. Sorry, Brig and Jack. What do you guys think? I don't want to like take over the whole.
I think it came to a good resolution. I think the whole point of truth is like accepting what you are, because Ed's like, I've always been human. Like I can't reduce myself to something. That's just what I am. And Father couldn't accept himself for what he was. He had to strip himself of all those other things, and that's why it fricked him over. And I think there was a lot of factors going into the fight which helped it not just be like, okay, truth's going to be the one that takes him down. Which I kind of thought all along. I was like, I think Truth's going to be the one who kind of gets the get back on Father because Truth's whatever. Truth is God. Truth is whatever, this omnipotent thing.
Well, it almost seemed like Truth too. It seems like, at least to me, it seems like everybody has... Like, it's not like a universal truth. Like, everyone has like their own truth in it. And like, truth is you, like, partly, And it's like...
Truth said that. He said, I am you.
Yeah, I am you. And then it was like, it said Truth/Ed speaking. And then it's like, his door was, I guess, his alchemy, Truth. Like, that's like your truth. So he's like, I'm sacrificing this, And like...
Because Ed thought that he could fix everything with alchemy. And, like, that was him beating Truth, was accepting that he doesn't need alchemy. Like, alchemy is the solution. That was him breaking free of it. But I think, and I'm just trying to process everything.
Yeah, me too. I'm a little all over the place.
For me, the ending, not the ending that we just saw, the first 2 episodes of this little 5-episode binge was really rocky for me. Like, we were kind of like going here, and it was all tracking, and then I just like, all my understanding just all fell off a cliff, and like,
when did it fall off a cliff for you?
I know what Briggs talking about.
It was after the second episode. I was just kind of like off camera. I was like, dude, like,
what did it specifically?
Like, this just feels so.
The giant doors.
Was it everything, or was there
just
something
everything?
specific?
Like, just like going to a global scale was just surprising, but it wasn't bad. But like, kind of just little things like Kimberly and like all this stuff, just like it was a little off-putting. It was just a little bumpy. But then once they got to like the overall resolution, like I was very satisfied. Like towards the end, I was like super happy, super satisfied. I was, you know what I mean? I think what I'm lacking is just like a rewatch and maybe a recap video on YouTube that explains it. 'Cause I just think my overall like understanding, because this show is really deep. There is a lot of stuff to like learn and process and put together, and it's just a really profound, deep story, the meanings behind it. So I guess I just kind of want to learn more about it so I understand it all better. But I thought it was super cool. The whole, like, when Ed went to the portal and, you know, Hohenheim kind of realized that Ed figured it out. Like, that was really cool. Because the whole truth thing was super confusing throughout the whole show. And then, like, I would have never guessed that that's what the, you know, the moral of the story was, and that's what it all came down to. You know what I mean? I thought there's going to be just some, like, outcomic answer to, like, truth. And it wasn't. The truth.
It's cool. It's like literally the
that,
exact
like,
opposite.
It's not alchemy.
Yeah.
That's fixed. Like, it's gonna give you the answer, which was super cool. Like for me, I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome. So, I was like I don't know how they could have done the fighting part, like the battle better. Like I don't have an answer.
Yeah, because like he's like invincible.
Yeah,
know? Like,
and that wasn't the part. Like that wasn't the point of the story. I thought the whole time that the whole point of the show was going to be for that battle, you know what I mean? And it didn't end up being that, and there's no, like, and that's fine, but that's why it was just a little bumpy for me, but then it wasn't. Like, once I, like, learned the point of everything, it all made sense, so.
Which
I'm
I will
satisfied.
say, yeah.
I really like this show, and I kind of want to learn more about the whole overall plot so that it makes more sense, I guess.
I think that's something that the show did really well too, is that it's like, in a way, we as like first time viewers kind of reflect Ed as well. Like, just as much as we all thought it was supposed to be like an answer through alchemy, so did Ed, and he only figured it out in the end like we did, you know? It's like we all were pretty much in the same shoes as Ed, didn't see a way out. I mean, maybe one of us throughout the course of the series has said something about self-sacrifice. Like, that kind of sounded like a familiar topic, but I mean, we pretty much reflected the just a lot. We reflected the character's perception of things like in that same way. It's like, oh, like this is so out of control. How is this going to be done? Like, how do I do any sort of? How do I have anything I can do to stop this? And we all kind of learned with the characters as it happened, which was good. I just I guess I will say yeah, I think that was maybe just a little bit of a shift in tone almost not really, but kind of, whereas like you said, like the whole show has been just so what's the word? Like, there's been a lot of, like, structure, I feel like, to the show. Like, there's always, like, laws and things like that. And I just, to me, some of the resolutions feel like it wasn't super structured, you know? Like the thing with Kimberly. I don't really know.
Like, Kimberly was okay being a pawn in his game for a greater power. But then once he realized that Salim was lowering himself, like, by absorbing
going against his own, like, principles.
Like, he said that they're so much better than humans, and he never wants to be one and stoop to their level. And then him having the need to absorb or take Ed's body is stooping down to their level. So he was like you homunculi are worthless, I guess. So he was like, that's what the explanation was. That's what I understood from it. But yeah, it's kind of like,
it's just like what...
It was just weird. Kimberly's just walking off with his hat, even though he's
just like what Father said. He's like, you come from
like
humans.
He's not alive. He's like just a little soul, but like he has like his hat and he's walking away. And I don't know. Maybe someone has like a really good explanation of it. It makes a little more sense. But it was just a little... Like, I never thought that Ed would get bailed out by Kimberly.
Yeah, there's just like things, you know, like they didn't come out of nowhere at all, because you can tie things back to other things, you know, like just as much as Kimberly is in Salim, greed is in Ling, and Ling is in greed, and like we've seen that happen. It seemed a little safe, I guess, you know. It was just like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess, you know. It was nothing magnificent, you know. It was just like, oh, okay.
I think something that you mentioned that I think is really funny, because in the intro to this like mega binge, I was like, oh, like Full Metal is so heavy on the plot, like I'm gonna have to really like the narrative and for the ending to like the show. And I was like, if it does like a Hunter x Hunter, like, oh, it only like matters about the journey and the characters, like I won't like it. And it's kind of funny because like that's the opposite of my take. Like
that's kind of what the ending
like,
was.
Yeah, like, well, but like it hit way harder for me than like in Hunter x Hunter. Like Hunter x Hunter, dude, like the reunion with Jing, I was like, dude, I feel nothing from this, and it was terrible, and like it did not hit at all. Whereas like in this show, like, dude, I got choked up a couple times. Like, when Winry goes to freaking grab the doorbell and she hears Al and, like, his voice, like, I was like, oh, shoot. Like, that would be crazy hearing that. And, like, there were some other moments as well, like, when Ed went into the portal and he kind of was, like, he was giving that up for his brother. I was like, oh, wow, like, that hits. So, like, a lot more emotional beats hit for me with the characters and, like, how that's the importance of the world is, like, you know, your relationships and, like, giving up searching for power for that. Like, that actually hit for me, and I thought it was funny because that was literally the exact opposite of my take in the intro. Whereas like the narrative with like Father and stuff, like that did not really like hit for me as much. Like,
yeah, I never felt, I'm pretty much the same. I never really felt like in that whole battle sequence, I never really felt much, you know. Like, it was like cool, but I never really felt like anybody was in danger. I never felt like anything really wrong was gonna happen or anything, and it just like things kept happening, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like rockets and alchemy, and everybody's using their you know, max. And I guess that's kind of maybe part of the con with like a being like Father, when he's like harnessed this godlike powers. It's like,
how does he lose?
You know, yeah, it's like you're pretty much unstoppable, you're invincible, so like all anybody can do is just unleash everything they have, and like, but then it's just like it all hits the force field.
Wild how he dodged every attack known to man besides just one little side soldier shot him in the brain.
See, but then again, like the only part of that fight that hit for me was when everybody's cheering on Ed and Greed is like, man, like this is like what I want. Yeah. Like, and Ling's like, oh, that's like an emotional beat. So I think they did a good job at that, but like it still doesn't really compute that I'm like, Ed is like literally thrashing him with his bare hands, and then 2 seconds later he zooms at the speed of light at Greed and is like, give me your stone. It's like, okay, how are you getting beat to a pulp by Ed right now with his bare hands? Like, that doesn't really make sense to me. So it's like those things, those aspects of the fight, just, I don't know, I'm being repetitive now, just didn't hit, but then the emotional things
They kind of give an explanation as to why Father can't use this ultimate powers, because he doesn't have all those souls from the Mistress. So
no, I know, but it literally, he zooms in 2 seconds and stabs.
Yeah, like he was already saying he was already withered down.
Like Ed was
where he had no power, he was like basically dead. And then out of nowhere, he like screams and he just tells
like, stone, I need stone.
Yeah, like there were, I will say there were some like,
he still had all those souls in him.
Because why didn't he just do that
to Ed?
Why didn't he do that when Ed was sitting there with his arm pinned and Al sacrificed himself, and then Ed starts beating him up? Why didn't he just zoom to Greed then? Like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he was like walking like with no stamina. He's like, I need a stone, and then out of nowhere, like he got beat up more. And he gained power out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was...
Which is like, it's nitpicky thing, but like if you really want to dissect it, there
You
are
can.
things that
Like,
there are
you
things that are kind of like
when he was like
you can
wobbling-
nitpick. You can nitpick for
and-
sure.
When
and
he was
nitpicking
wobbling
is you don't have to nitpick, but like if you're going to nitpick, there are things, and I mean that's kind of what a review is for.
Well, yeah,
Like,
and
it's
the
not
thing-
like we're pooping on the.
No,
I'm
and-
explaining why it didn't hit, and the reason why is because I'm very like, it has to like absolutely make sense. Like when we were reaching so far in AOT, like we had to reach really far to nitpick in AOT, like really hard. And then in this show, like there are some times where you can nitpick, and it's like, I don't know.
Well, and the nitpicks are just explaining, because like the show, like you're watching it. There's a lot of times you watch something and you like the show it takes you on a journey, and like sometimes there are some things that literally pull you out of it. You know, like you're like, okay, like what. You know, it kind of pulls you out of it, like Brig was saying in the beginning of the thing. Like, we've watched a lot of stuff, and like sometimes like stuff happens, and I'm like, kind of takes me out, breaks my immersion a little bit.
I
It's
think
just
that's- I
like
think
my
that's a
suspension
good-
of
I think
disbelief.
that's a good analogy. You kind of like are in it, and there's some things that they literally just pull you out of it, and maybe you miss things because it like yanks you out of it.
No, yeah, and at the same time, when something amazing can like doesn't break that immersion, like I feel like it builds and builds and builds and builds, you know. But like the more it takes you out of it, the more it kind of like it halts everything. And so I just feel like there were some things that were like, oh, you know, like kind of pull you out of it, and then you have to get back in, you know. And so well, I was wondering, so when he was like wobbling towards Ed, had Greed done that thing yet where he like injected him with? He hadn't done that yet.
That was after, because then after that, Ed punches him, and then all the souls release.
Yeah,
that's why it didn't make sense.
Yeah, Greed does that thing because he literally teleports and stabs Greed. He's like, "Give me your stone."
And then
then him and
acting
Ling
or
have
whatever.
that tug of war, and then he punches Ling, and he's like, I don't know, he sacrifices himself. So I mean, I guess at the end of the day, like I guess for people in the comments, like if you have seen a recap video, if you have rewatched the show 3 times, like I'm sure we have missed stuff, and I'm sure there are explanations, but these are just like initial thoughts right at the end. Like we just finished the show, we haven't even gone to get food to even process any of it.
Yeah, we haven't
so
even
these are like initial thoughts, initial reactions. Like I said, I personally want to watch like one of those recap videos on YouTube where someone has broken down like every part of the story and try to explain it. Those help a lot, or a rewatch. You know, this is one of those shows where I'm sure McKay can.
Yeah, I actually really want to hear
it
from
like
McKay.
rewatching the show.
Yeah, I really want to hear how the second watch.
No, yeah, the second watch was really good, but I don't feel like I understand the questions you guys have about the ending, or I don't have the answers to the questions.
So it's not like crystal.
It's not like we're missing
a
a lot.
lot of the stuff in the plot throughout the whole watch. Like I knew like what was gonna happen, but like I don't really know why it like got like so crazy, like so out of control. You know, like I don't really like I know why like he took the god's like power, but I don't really know like how
it got to that point.
Yeah, like I mean, you could explain it, like you could think about it, explain it, but like I do love the ending. I think it's like a really good ending, but like there are flaws, and you guys pointed them out. Like I don't disagree with what you pointed out. Like I don't have a way to defend it really because I just haven't really looked into it because I didn't really like care enough to defend it or like look into it. I'm content with like what I've seen. So
I think they did good with like lots of consequence with. I mean, so many people died. A whole nation was wiped out for this plan. All these different towns were just wrecked. And then, like in the end, with Roy getting healed and stuff, it wasn't free.
No,
like
and I really liked that. I was just about to bring that up. I liked how like every character has different morality. Like Ed would never use the stone. He wouldn't use his dad. He wouldn't use the other stone, and he gave up alchemy.
Respect to them for sticking to their word.
100%. Like it would be so easy to be like, it's already been made. Like why don't I use
it's
it?
like my brother's in there.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, and it's already been made. It's not like I have to kill anybody. It's already there. So, but then I really like how Roy. I thought he was going to decline for sure. I thought like, and then when he was like, people won't like this, especially, you know, Ed. He's like, I'm going to use it for good only.
Well, and
like,
it's like he's using
it's like
Ishvalans.
The Ishvalan souls are in
help
there.
repay.
Right. It's like, yeah.
He's like, there's nothing I can do to. undo what happened to these people. So I might as well use
It's like
it
a gift
for,
from
like,
the-
stone
will either
this
sit
wrong
there and
people.
do nothing,
Say, I'm going to dedicate
or
my
someone
life to
else
this
will use
wrong
it for
people.
something
Right,
else.
and so that's
And
why
use it for
I actually
bad
really
purposes.
like that he did use it, and which is like, I think it's cool. But I also really like that Ed didn't use Hohenheim or the other stone and gave up his alchemy. I thought that was cool. So
Another cool thing about that is like Ed, if he did stoop down, you know, he swore that he'd never use a philosopher's stone because they found out you have to kill innocent people. He would have never, like, they would have never came to that understanding of him. He would never beat truth if he would have just been like, okay, I'll use Hohenheim's philosopher's stone. He would have got Al's body back, but he never would have like hit that level of understanding that like really brings the show, like it brings it all home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Well, and Ed's the only one that beat truth too. Like he's the only one out of all of them, and it's like it's not saying I don't know if he's like necessarily more right than everybody else, but like
he's right.
That
in
does
his,
stand for
in
something.
his
right.
truth.
In his truth, he
In
is.
his own,
Something else super random that I liked was that like it just kind of goes to Briggs saying like there's going to be some cheese. Like I think they could have added a lot more cheese. You know what I mean? Like I thought that when Ling like told May like, oh, like I had this philosopher's stone, I was like, dude, I thought he was gonna like break it or something, and that would kind of be cheesy. But then he was just like, no, like I'll protect you, we can be friends.
Yeah.
But he still like took it with him.
And he
like
takes
that
it
was
with
his
him-
goal to
yeah.
go to
Like,
a
he,
mistress
like,
anyways.
He takes it to go better.
Like he
He
learned
lost.
a lot, but he was like,
Right.
like, yeah, like I won.
He-
Like,
well,
he literally
well,
was like, I won.
Right,
Like,
and like
people won.
Fu
So my clan won.
died in like this pursuit of his goal, and like he didn't. Yeah. So like that could have been more
not all
cheese.
for
in a
nothing.
way,
He takes
right?
it
So it's
home.
like I kind of like that he kept it.
Yeah, he takes
Not
it back to
gonna lie.
Jing to like fix his country because his country just. What happens if the families who don't become emperor aren't they just like oppressed or killed or something?
I guess, but
So,
like
yeah, he takes it home to like make his country better too, and I think Ed trusts him to do that too.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have used it. But.
well, and he also said he'd protect their clan and stuff too. So it's just like there are a lot of good
They
things
go
in the
out
ending.
trying to fix the world.
And like
That world's
Scar's
messed.
understanding of using both to create a circle that big, like it did just kind of come out of the blue. How he
Well, there
just
was
gained
like
that
three
understanding.
like big circles in a row, right? There was like
Yeah.
So
Well, and
like,
it's
kind of
like that.
it was
It's like
just
that
kind of a
image that
lot.
he drew on the ground of like the little lines underneath the people because it's like there's a barrier.
Yeah, it was like
Just
first it was
moving.
Father's big circle, then it was Hohenheim's, and then it was Scar's.
Yeah, it was just like the scale went kind of.
But I'm saying like Scar's like understanding of using that, we didn't really get an explanation.
I know we need that alchemy.
Oh, when all of a sudden
destruction
you had, like,
it's the
and
mix,
building,
it's the
and
mix
you
of
put
the
you
Mestrian
put the
and
two powers
and
together.
genies that
But it's
we
just
don't
like
understand.
all we know is just his brother.
Like when he used it against Bradley, the creation, and he's like, I swore I'd never use it, but now I understand. It's like,
And I mean, it makes sense. He used his negative, his hatred of what happened to him, and then he also, along the journey, he kind of gained himself. He gained love for other things. So he had like he had two polar opposites, and he used them together. It makes sense, but he just like the whole circle thing. There wasn't like a great explanation on Scar's, just where that came from, the other circle. And like I said, maybe there is one. I just didn't pick up on
One
it.
of my-
alchemy history needs to be explained to me.
well, yeah. One of my favorite things
I'd love
about
to
this
watch it
entire
on
show
YouTube,
is
yeah.
how Bradley was written, though. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Celine was kind of like
Well, he was just
defeated
crying.
cheaply in the end, you know, like with Kimberly and Ed like turning himself into Philosopher's
Well,
Stone
he,
and
like
stuff.
Kimberly killed himself, or not Kimberly. Salim killed himself because he had to force Mustang to do the human transmutation, and that killed him. I think he was slowly
well,
dying.
like that weakened him and stuff.
Yeah.
I just love how Bradley, dude. He just was always a menace. He always like had the same idea.
Yeah, he had a very satisfying.
Well,
He
him-
died
him-
happy.
him
Oh,
being part
dude,
He
human,
died happy with
like,
what he was.
No regrets in his
him being
death.
part human like made him.
He was
different,
definitely,
too.
without question, he was like the best defeated, like evil.
Yeah.
There for sure. Like his death was very satisfying. I liked it a lot.
Like he did so much. I just really like Bradley. I think he's a really cool character. He was a demanding presence too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I guess with a show like this, like something like so deep, like you said, it's very deep. I just I feel like I could have benefited a little bit from maybe just a tiny bit more information about some things, you know, like throughout the course of the show. Like some of this stuff, you know, like I guess, I don't know, because it, like you said, it's like very like nitpicky. Like I can pretty much I can make the connection myself, like between the identities inside of the homunculuses. Like something I'm wondering is there a difference between Kimberly trapped in Salim and the other souls?
Well, Kimberly said he was able to remain individuality because...
Did he have a
philosopher's stone? I guess because
of all the soul's anguish, he was able to just individualize himself because he was such a rat.
It's a song to me.
No, I know. I such a rat that the English to the people was like a lullaby.
See, and I guess that's what I'm saying. Like one of those things, like I can make that connection. We can make that connection ourselves, but see, and that almost seems like okay. There's tens of thousands of souls in here. And like Kimberly's the only one. Like I'm just
that's able to individualize.
Yes, like and I'm just saying like it just feels like maybe with hundreds of thousands of souls and or whatever in like all of the homunculuses, like the only people that ever can like come out are like the people that we have met in the story. It just seems like unlikely, but
it
like
might be because he's used a philosopher's stone and he's a powerful alchemist.
See, and it could be, but I don't know for sure.
No, something that I really liked before is how Hohenheim was able to. Like how he said he had to talk to hundreds of thousands of people for them to retain.
And he was doing that his whole time.
He's been doing it for thousands of years or whatever, hundreds of years. And like so I thought that was cool and it made sense. And then it's like the Kimberly thing, the reason I think it felt cheap to me was I thought Ling was like special. I thought that Ling and Greed, like what they had going on, like Ling was like the only one, and then Kimberly's kind of just thrown into the mix that he can kind of do the same thing like inside of Salim, and it was like okay, this is
see, and that like that's like one example of like, and once again these are like super nitpicks. Like they don't like really in all in all they don't hold back the ending really that much, but like they're just tiny nitpicks. It's just like things that are like on my mind. I just think that like maybe something like that could have been either a little more thought out or explained a little better or more or something like that, you know, just like because when you don't, it kind of like that was one of the things that kind of broke my immersion from that ending, you know, like in amongst a few other things.
Was insane. Kimberly and then Ed just turning himself into a philosopher's stone was like that
seems like his body. Nuts. I don't know. So yeah, it's just like just little things like that.
That's like some kind of. I mean, Dr. Marco did something to that.
I remember Marco turning into a red pearly stone and grabbing Envy. Like he just made the blue alchemy. He just like hit him with it. You know what I mean?
Some things could be lost to memory a little bit.
If that was the same thing, that would make sense, but we just didn't get an explanation.
Yeah, some things could be lost to memory from earlier on or something, and maybe like the show's very deep. Maybe like. You know, after you rewatch it, like you pick up on hidden details that you didn't the first watch. Like, you know, that's also possible.
Yeah,
but I would get it if it was like you turn yourself into a philosopher's stone is like just the power of your soul, because that's what philosopher's stones are made out of, and it's like energy bending Avatar's way. Like your energies clash.
Yeah,
that would make sense, but it's just not explained. So.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
I also really like that Ed still has his metal leg. I thought that was cool.
Just kind of
like he didn't get everything. He didn't get his whole body back.
I like I was like going through trials and stuff. If you can overcome it, like makes you stronger. He's like, you can have a heart full metal. It's kind of
that was epic.
It's a reminder of that original.
Kind of sad though that Al can still do alchemy and has his whole body, and Ed doesn't.
I mean, but that's the price because he suffered so much more than Ed because he was just
but why?
So like he didn't have a body, he didn't sleep for all those years. Yeah, he kind of suffered. So I guess it is that law of exchange. He suffered more, and so he gained more.
I wonder why Truth took that from him. Like, what was the reasoning? Because Roy's made sense. He's like, I tried to see a future and like all that, and that's why he took his eyes. But like, why did Al's whole body get taken?
Something about like feeling or something. And then Al's first words were like, "It feels so warm," you know.
I guess that was what was prized to him or whatever.
But yeah, I guess overall thoughts on the show. somebody else start.
I really like the show. I'd recommend the show to anybody who hasn't seen it. Like, I think it's also like a pretty good. I think it'd be a pretty good
gateway
anime. Yeah, I actually do.
Until the end, for sure. Like the end might be a little.
It depends. For like a casual viewer, the end would be insane. But if you're like pretty dialed, I feel like it. Like, I mean, we were pretty locked in, and it's not. Once again, like we have issues. I think it comes from watching so many shows, and it's not only so many shows, but so many amazing shows that it's like okay, like it's just natural, but.
Like our whole channel, like we watch, react,
breakdown,
talk about, breakdown. It's only natural to compare it to other shows, what those shows do well, and what they don't do so well as well.
I need to look at my list, cause like I wouldn't put this above. I know for sure like AOT, Vinland, or Cyberpunk. I wouldn't put it above any of those. I need to look though, like on how it compares to the other shows I've watched, like Death Note, JJK, some other shows as well. But it was really good. Like it's up there with the best of the best.
I think it had a very good gradual like build up of like the plot and like showing you things you hadn't seen before. I think the only thing that really threw me off was the whole like opening the doors thing, and he's gigantic. Him having like this godly power wasn't that crazy because like he was always super powerful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and another thing I think too that. I guess I need to remember for at least myself is like the story and the world and the power system and everything. Like hats off to the freaking author because what an idea, man.
No,
like,
so
seriously,
unique.
like what an
There's
idea.
nothing like
the fact
it.
that this
True.
is just created from nothing is crazy.
Yeah, like
straight from an idea is nuts.
Yeah, like this person, like this story, this world, these characters, these powers, like completely unique to itself, and like the creativity, the creativity, and like just how well thought out it was, like has to be acknowledged for me. Just because I'm like, man, like yeah, you're not gonna watch another show that's gonna be like Fullmetal or whatever. Like you can make some comparisons between some other animes. You're like, okay, yeah, this is very similar to this other thing, but this is like very unique.
A lot of animes have very similar structures. You know what
and jutsu and then like cursed energy but like I get what you're saying.
Well, and like trios and like kind of just like organizations and whatnot. And
main character stuff like tropes.
Yeah, and like this one is very much set itself apart from like the rest of them.
That's a really good call out.
That's why it's the greatest of all time.
See, and I guess that's what I'm gonna say is, going into this series, obviously, I think we all know that this show has been, like, at the top of the rankings, and it's, you know, tied, I guess, with AOT is number 1 on IMDb. It's number 1 on my anime list. A lot of people, like, this is kind of like almost like a universal GOAT, pretty much. I will say, for me, it was not that. Like, it is slightly, I think... And this is not a bad term. It's slightly overrated. Like, it did not live up to that hype. But that is not to say that it wasn't a fantastic show and story and everything. Like, it was phenomenal. It's very good. Especially in comparison to shows as a whole. It is 100% like in the upper like echelon of shows.
Animes
100%.
already kind of have most of the time I feel like better writing than a lot of other shows.
Well, because there's a lot of garbage out there.
Yeah,
a lot of garbage.
There's a very good story and characters, and the plot is very original, and it just it keeps up with itself.
There's so many things that like the show does really, really, really well. And yeah, I guess like I will say I think I would have liked the show more minus all of the tropes. Those did serve
the humor tropes
humor
and stuff.
Never really ever hit for me.
There were
a
couple.
There's a couple, but
I didn't mind it.
They weren't very like
you liked Armstrong.
intrusive.
No, yeah.
I did like Armstrong's trope.
No, Armstrong always kind of made me laugh.
Him
But
and Zumi's husband team up.
yeah, I
like
liked
their
laugh.
bromance.
But I will say, yeah, like without the tropes, like Ed screaming and whatever, and I don't know, like those things, I did not love them.
I also didn't. I don't know how much my viewing experience would have been different in sub. I know that's like
I was gonna say.
Like the dub was great.
The dub was great until like, dude. some of the screams in dub at the end took me out. I'm not even gonna lie. Like some of the screams were like
some of them were a little like
kind of cringe. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, that scream
okay.
always gets a little like.
It gets a little puberty, a little
Yeah, a little
pubescent.
That's so weird.
Slightly
It is how old he is,
but I
but,
mean
like,
that's accurate. It's
No,
accurate,
for sure. It just like you said, it would kind of take me out a little bit.
I wonder what the Japanese.
Yeah, but yeah, no. I think since we did our show rankings, the show has definitely gone up. It's gone up. I think I had it in like the B tier last we did it.
I would recommend dub as well.
Yeah, no, the dub was good.
I think if I did a rewatch, I would do it in sub just to see the difference and see like
The sub is really good.
Yeah, I would. I think I would have loved the
both,
sub.
I
I
guess,
can't
yeah.
obviously say if I would have liked it better or worse because I don't know. But the
sub
dub was
hated
good.
it first, but I ended up really liking it.
Shout out to Roy and Greed's voice actors. Those were my favorite.
And
They're so good.
Who's
And
the other one?
Bradley was pretty good.
Bradley was pretty good.
Not Owls.
Not Owls. Not Ed's just hit and miss.
Owls is
Owls
so
when
bad.
it's-
Owls when he has his body is good.
It's really
Yeah, it was better.
When he had his
Didn't
body.
have
Well,
the
it's
tin
more like
can.
mature.
Huh?
Didn't have the tin can sound to it. I guess for
Oh
me,
yeah, I guess that's true.
to put into terms, like if there's, like I only have two shows, two animes that are S tier for me, and then all the rest I've ever seen just fit somewhere within A plus and A plus A whatever. It doesn't reach S tier for me, but like for example Hunter x Hunter doesn't reach S tier for me, but it's still one of my favorites. You know what I mean? So it doesn't go blow for blow with my two goats, but at the same time it was phenomenal. That's where I stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think we're all like somewhat on the same page of like it's in my top. It's got to be in my top 5 animes for sure, for right now. Like,
I see. I don't know if it'd be in my top 5, but it's definitely like close. Like
what? AOT, Cyberpunk.
I think I do AOT, Vinland, Cyberpunk. I would take Death Note over it probably.
But we also hadn't finished Hunter x Hunter either when I made that list. I hadn't even finished Hunter x Hunter, so that list is.
JJK either. JJK's not a finished show.
JJK's not
True.
done. It's only
but like
2.5
we hadn't even
seasons
finished what was available in Hunter x Hunter. We hadn't even gotten to like the end of Chimera Ant.
It's
So
time for a new list.
I think
Yeah.
I'd give the show like a 9.4 out of 10.
94. I'm starting to go out of 100. I think the points frick me up. I'm going.
It's like
I think it's what is it rated on IMDb? Like a
9.1.
9.1.
I thought it was a 9.2. Must have gotten moved.
I could certainly agree with the 9 too.
It's in the
Yeah.
nines for sure for me.
Yeah, I'd give
Yeah,
it like
it's
somewhere
very
around
good
a
all
9.4.
throughout.
I think
But
that's fair.
on enjoyment level, it's like weird because it's like like that's why certain things like JJK are so high. Like it's just like enjoyable, But like I would like this story is just crazy, Like the story of Fullmetal Alchemist is insanely deep.
Oh, I was gonna say what the
Verse.
frick. Like I was also gonna say, I wish you could put this earlier because I don't know how many people are gonna be here. But like, I think I said a couple episodes ago, I was like, dude, like I really thought Ed was gonna be like more clutch. Like I thought he'd be like more goated is what I said, and like I got what I wanted.
came through,
Like
man.
yeah, no, he definitely like became the hero in the end.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
he
was
might-
gonna say at the
he might not have been the most
beginning, too, like I
strongest.
didn't think you guys would like him that much because I thought he'd be OP the whole show because I like didn't.
Yeah,
it was
it's
like,
called
like-
Full Metal. and
Yeah,
all
I'm
that.
like, oh, he's gonna be so unreal, and then like you're kind of like, what the heck, dude? This guy takes a lot.
It was
of
more
L's.
like he was smart.
He was smart.
More
he
so
said
than
it
he was
wasn't,
like
very
powerful.
Yeah, but then in the end he.
Yeah, so I want to say like props to Ed, man. He came through,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked it.
And Al too, man. I was like, Al's gonna sacrifice himself.
Yeah, Al was sleeper
gave up his
sleeper
soul.
MVP.
Yep. He made Ed what he was.
It's not his voice.
I mean, Ed wouldn't have done what he did without Al doing what he did.
I mean, May too, though. May,
Yeah,
May
May
was
low-key
randomly
saved them
so
all.
clutch, dude. So much.
She was so
crazy.
clutch, but
I'll
also
take
the
a
biggest
one-on-one.
choker ever.
Oh, that's
I'll take on one-on-one. Don't worry about me.
I'll take on the god.
I'll take on this goblin.
Hey, without May's choke, we would never have Roy's vengeance. Think about
It's
that.
true.
Roy got nerfed
Roy's
so
vengeance
bad.
was epic. But yeah, thanks for tagging along with us, Patreon.
Yeah,
Quite
great
the
show.
journey.
Very good show.
I said Quite the journey.
It's always sad when a show ends. You get that post-show depression. You get that.
Yeah, I keep thinking, is there more?
It's crazy to think
Yeah,
it's
right. I'm
over.
like, dang.
Because I think this is supposed to be a remake of the
Yeah, I was
original.
depressed the first time. Now I'm just.
Isn't it crazy that we are farther in Naruto than we ever got in this show?
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah, 2 episodes a freaking week forever.
That's just so crazy.